And we are back. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Hardcore Nuzlocke, the run continues. We are working our way from the first gym to the second gym in this video. Let's get some first encounters underway, and then let's take on Brawly and see if we can beat him without losing anybody. Let's do it. And for our Dewford City encounter, it is going to be the Tentacle, the Jellyfish, chuck the Great Ball, secure it, and add it to the roster. And then for our Granite Cave encounter, it is the Geodude, which is just beautiful for the third gym against Watson, since the only ground typing we had was the Nincada, which we could have kind of utilized for some pivots, but it really couldn't have done much on the offensive side of things, to where Geodude is just going to have an absolute field day with Watson. So between the Shroomish encounter and the Geodude encounter, this run is going absolutely fantastic. Let's go take on Brawly and see if we can beat him. Let's do it. All right, it is time for Dewford Gym here with Brawly, gym number 2, and his 2 fighting type Pokemon. I am pretty excited for this one. We could just run the Poison Heal Shroomish like we did in the first gym. We do have Wingull and Talo that can counter with the flying typing. It's just they're both very frail. So that is the only thing I'm a little bit nervous about. I kind of want to set up a Leech Seed and then swap, but I don't want them to bulk up out of control. So I'm just a little bit nervous. Talo is so frail with that minus defense nature, so we really don't even want to risk that. Also super frail with a minus defense on the Beautifly, so very scary there. Wingull's a tiny bit better. I do like the speed, though. We can rely on that. So I'm torn between starting with Shroomish, going for the Leech Seed, or going for the Wingull. And I didn't put an item on Wingull just in case it gets against the Makahita and it uses knockoff. If you have an item when Makahita uses knockoff, then it does massive damage. However, if you don't, then it doesn't do nearly as much. So, however, if you're going against the Machop and you wanted the Oranberry to heal, then you're going to be out to dry there. So very interesting. This could be incredibly easy and fast, or this could go wrong. Honestly, like one critical onto our frail little bird here could spell disaster. Also, our physical attack is not as good as special, but wing attack does so much more damage. So let's see here. Water Pulse does 90, potential confusion. Wing attack does 180 after stab, super effective. So I think we're just going to lean into the max amount of damage and see. Okay, that does over half. Was that a critical? Nope, that was clean. So the bulk up comes down. It's going to be really close now. But I think we stay strong and go for another wing attack and just hope that edges out the defense that Machop just got there. Come on, you can do this. Yes, you can. Absolutely. And the Machop goes down. All right, 1 down, 1 to go. Brawly sends out his ace, Makahita. And that went absolutely beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. And yeah, I think we just keep raining the wing attacks down. We are faster. And that is a potential 2-shot. Same exact scenario, same exact outcome here. I don't think that's enough for Makahita to do anything. And Wingull swoops in and just 2-shots both Pokemon. The bulk up getting out of hand, and now we do get the bulk up for beating Brawly, which is fantastic. One of the best TMs, and since it's Gen 6, you can teach that to more than just one Pokemon, which really opens the door for a lot of nice strategies moving forward. Yeah, given these first 2 gyms, and also the first encounters that we've gotten, I really do feel like the remakes are a tad bit easier to Nuzlocke than the originals, which is kind of why I did this one before we jump back into Gen 3 and try to tackle Ruby. So the original Ruby, they are just a tad bit easier. The gyms tend to have, especially compared to Emerald. I think Emerald is definitely the toughest out of all 5 Hoenn games, if that makes sense. But the graphics are fantastic, and you just get another reason to play in this really, really fun region. So, wow. 2 gyms down. We have 6 to go. We are on our way to Watson. And as you saw, we got the Geodude encounter. So we are looking really good now. My main goal is just to maybe go for a deathless run. I think that would be super cool. So this is going really well. Let's keep up that energy. Let's keep up that momentum. And yeah, let's see if we can make this a deathless run. And that will conclude our Gen 6 adventures before we start doing crazy randomizers or monologues or anything like that. So as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.